Good evening. My name is Matt Howard, and this is my quality of character presentation for my Ethics in Sports class, MCAA 530. The topic that I chose to present is prepared or being prepared. Preparation is definitely an important aspect of all athletics for not only players but also coaches and administrators. Those that are successful in their positions are definitely ones that spend the time and do what needs to be done in order to be prepared. My personal definition for prepared is doing whatever it takes. You as an individual or an organization doing whatever it takes to make sure that you're ready for what lies ahead. That could be for students, it could be school. For athletes, it could be practice or games. Again, coaches, it can be practices and games. Administrators, it can be meetings or setting up events, whatever it may be. But being prepared is making sure that you do whatever you need to do to make sure that you put your best foot forward and give yourself the best chance to succeed in whatever lies ahead. With that being said, there's really three things or three advantages to being prepared. The first thing is that you can get off to a good and fast start. In athletics, the start is very important. And, statistics show that the teams that start off fast and do well at the beginning of competitions have a higher chance of winning or succeeding in that competition. And that fast start comes through being prepared. Secondly, with being prepared, you really understand what you need to do and what you don't need to do through planning. Again, coaches can set up practice plans or workouts or game plans, and that truly, gives everybody in the organization or within the team an idea of what they need to do and the direction that they're headed, and really everybody's on the same page through that preparation. Lastly, through preparation, you can really find out what your strengths and weaknesses are. And with that being said, obviously you can build upon your strengths and limit your weaknesses, again, through preparation. You know what you do well, you know what you don't do well, and you work on those. You work on expanding your strengths, and again, you work on limiting your weaknesses. There are some steps that you can take to help with preparation. The first in that is to make sure that you allow yourself enough time. You cannot wait till the last minute to prepare, and if you do so, chances are you're going to lack the preparation that is needed to succeed. Secondly, it's a good idea to take notes. And as a coaching staff or whatever it may be, you take those notes on goals and things like that for the week. And as you prepare and you work your way through, you check off those notes and you make sure that you hit those points within your preparation. You have to set realistic goals. Obviously, everybody would love to be a champion and everybody would love to go undefeated. But realistically, as a coach and even as an administrator, you have to set realistic goals and, again, goals that you could actually prepare for. If you set lofty goals and things that are really impossible to reach, then your preparation is really not going to get you to where you want to be. Lastly, with discipline, you have to stick with it, and with that, you have to be disciplined. And through that discipline, you may lose track at times, but you really have to stay the course. And again, you don't want to change. You can't, if you have a game plan, you got to stick with it. You got to build upon it. You got to teach it. And you work with that preparation. It's very easy to change last minute and to do something different. But those that are usually prepared are those that are disciplined and stick with the plan and continue to work on it. For administrators to be prepared, most administrators, as we know, we're probably players and coaches of a certain sport. And, they went on through education to become an administrator and an athletic director. and they must deal with scrutiny. Obviously, they have to be prepared for that. There's going to be angry coaches. There's going to be angry parents. There's going to be angry fans. And the athletic director has to have some thick skin and deal with that scrutiny and be able to handle those situations accordingly. Lastly, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the scrutiny, is an athletic director must be able to communicate. And he's got to communicate, he or she's got to communicate with his coaches and the players. Could be teachers, could be administrators, could be the media. There's all types of different things that an athletic administrator, would have to communicate with. So communication skills are definitely an important aspect of an administrator being prepared. As for a coach being prepared, obviously coach again must have thick skin and be able to deal with the scrutiny, very similar to what an athletic director is going to deal with. People love winners and people hate losers. So if you're struggling, there's going to be some scrutiny, and you've got to deal with it, and you've got to figure out a way, again, maybe through a little bit more preparation to alleviate some of that pressure on yourself. A coach has to be a good planner. Okay, practice plan, workout plans, game plans. Those things have to be set and they have to be followed. And again, that's part of preparation. It takes time to do. And again, it's part of the dedication to stick with those plans in order to put your team in the best situation to succeed. And then lastly, a coach obviously has to understand the game. You're not going to be successful and you're not going to be able to prepare if you really don't understand the game that you're coaching. If you're just there to collect a stipend, and you don't really understand the game, chances are you're not going to know how to prepare for the game, and you're going to struggle not only in your preparation but in winning and losing games. A famous quote by Abraham Lincoln that really goes hand in hand with preparation is, he stated that if you give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, I'm going to spend the first 4 hours sharpening my axe. And basically what he's saying is, it can take him a lot less time to chop down that tree, and he's going to do a better job of chopping down that tree if his axe is sharp. And again, he's preparing for that job, and that's what we have to do as coaches. Okay, if we're going to play a game on Friday nights, we're going to spend countless hours preparing for that game to make sure that we're ready to do our best. In closing, I think that administrators and coaches should definitely lead by example through their preparation. And it's a great life skill that as leaders, they can teach their student athletes that being prepared is definitely going to lead you in the right direction in life. And teams will obviously increase their chances of success through preparation. And that's, again, an important part of athletics. Not everything is winning, but definitely, the goal is to win, and preparation is going to increase your chances of that. And finally, preparation, I believe, ensures gratification despite the outcome. Obviously, if you win, you're happy with your preparation, but if you truly prepare and you put your heart into it and you do everything you can to prepare and you come up short, it's okay. It's okay, and you can live with that because you know that you did everything possible to prepare, and you just happen to come up short in that instance. So again, preparation definitely gives you peace of mind, and definitely will ease some of the tension if the outcome does not come your way. Thank you.